I'm Trista, and I served a total of 16 years of active duty. I served in the Navy, the Marines, and the Army National Guard.
My name is Hector. I served in the Army for 18 years.
Hector and I met in the military.
I was training future officers for a unit here in Minnesota.
Coming in the door, I see this Ranger marching with the purpose.
She was late to our first formation. And so at first there was a lot of smoking her, just making her do push-ups, a lot of exercise.
He was mean as heck, really mean. In fact, and I hated him.
There was something about her that I thought was unique. She never broke, and she kept coming out as a leader, but her character is what drew me to her.
In the military, you're not trying to be one of the best women, you're just trying to be like your brothers next to you. You have to work harder than the men, and you get about half the respect most of the time. There's the big rappel tower at Coronado. It's one of the tallest rappel towers that the military uses, and it was my first time rappelling, and I'm afraid of heights. But when I got there and I realized that they're like, women can't do this, I had to do it. There's a lot of unofficial hazing that goes on, and people will push to see how far they can take it. And it's that harassment. It's those off-color, inappropriate sexual jokes. It's comments. And then it goes into full, rape, and rape happens, and assaults happen. I experienced military sexual trauma while I was in my officer candidate school in the Navy, and pregnancy resulted because of it. And I was completely isolated.
Women in the military will isolate themselves when that happens. They won't tell anybody. They won't even tell each other.
The scary part about it is that, we're trained that the guy to your left and your right is your brother. Well, if it's your brother that's assaulting you, who are you gonna tell?
Whenever we'd get into the arguments or the fights, things came out where I was like, this has nothing to do with us. But I started picking up on things. Whenever I go this route, it's an explosion, and it's an immediate explosion.
I guess I never recognized it in myself, then, and it wasn't until later when I, saw a psychologist after my service that I realized I was totally in denial and blamed myself.
Hi, are you Trista? Yeah, I'm Barbara.
She started doing outreach for women veterans issues and talking about women veterans issues, and I said, well, have you ever been to the VA? Well, no. Why would I want to do that? I don't want to talk about it.
His favorite quote is, you can only lead as far as you've gone. And you're trying to lead these women vets, and you haven't even been there. You haven't walked through the doors yourself. Through my comp and pen physical, I met with a psychologist, and we talked about my military sexual trauma, which by that time had been 10 years prior. I had never even told anyone how I ended up pregnant back then or what happened to me. I chose to keep my son, and Hunter is a special needs child. He's severely autistic and developmentally delayed, and that came with some career choices. It's why I left the Marine Corps.
With Hunter, our 12-year-old now, it was really tough. It's the hardest relationship in our relationship.
Okay, you ready to go? Say bye. Bye.
Awesome. I work with a lot of women vets, and we meet for coffee and we talk, and you hear story after story of experiences of military sexual trauma or PTSD. Sometimes they go hand in hand. So all of my guys that I've been with for years are gone, and I'm here at home. My first day on the job, the first notification is my platoon. You're in that moment of like, I'm the lieutenant, I gotta be strong, but damn it. Once you start talking to women vets, our experiences are very similar. You have this idea of, it's people who have got a physical injury that need to go to the VA. And it's not just about physical injuries.
The hardest conversation you'll ever have is a conversation you'll have when you take 2 steps forward and then turn around and face yourself.
We're 2 military people with order, and we had been single parents prior to, so we had different issues. That's a lot of stuff going on in a household, so we get mental health help because we need it, and it's keeping things healthy and in a great environment for us and our family. The first step is going to the VA and get a treatment plan for whatever ails you. Mental health, anxiety, whatever it is, it's your service. And we're so willing to sacrifice ourselves for others as veterans, but at some point, you have to look internally and just take care of you. It's all about talking, and it's amazing what you can do by just telling and owning your own story.
At Stop Frying Your Brain, our substance abuse advocates and drug addiction treatment experts are here to answer your questions and help you determine your next steps. We're comprised of industry leaders who believe in integrated, outcome-based treatment methods. Our organization is dedicated to treating people, not just addiction. We understand that recovery and rehabilitation does not have a one-size-fits-all solution. The issues and factors that contribute to addictive and compulsive behaviors are as unique as the individuals who seek our guidance. Our programs are developed to focus on the whole person, to find the roots of addiction and substance abuse issues, and not just address the symptoms. Please click on the link below, and we will get right back to you. Thank you.
Click the link below for a free consultation. Our addiction treatment experts are here to help you. Reach out today. It's easy. Stop Frying Your Brain is a safe haven for individuals and families tired of empty promises. You need trusted resources and real solutions. We offer access to the latest in addiction research, crisis management and solutions, live interventions, educational tools, long-term comprehensive treatment options, continued compassion and support. Again, click the link below for a free consultation.